Today is our second annual Otoe-Missouria Day. Our aim is to reconnect with the people, the Otoe-Missouria people who were displaced, to make way for our city and our university. They're the native nation that ceded the land that became our university and our city, and we thought it was really important to reconnect with them and not to just say, oh, we acknowledge that this is Otoe-Missouria land, but to make a meaningful relationship with them.
I think this is an important thing to do to reconnect our community to its history. I think there's a lot of educational value in that. It's also a way to pay respect to the people whose lives were uprooted, almost 200 years ago. It's our way of trying to reconnect them to their ancestral homelands.
I think it's a very special experience, very spiritual for these people, and I'm glad to be a part of it. I think it's a beautiful thing.
Here or in the middle?
He says he puts his on the outside.
Oh, this way?
The other outside.
Oh, this way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we wanted to make Native presence in Lincoln at UNL much more visible. So we got the idea to put up a couple teepees, because a lot of our local Indian community are from Plains Indian tribes that use teepees. So we thought this would be a great way to both raise awareness of those around us, but also to welcome the Otoes.
You can tell by looking at the lodge what tribe kind of they come from. So if you look at the tops of them, they almost look like a bonnet, or a headdress, the way that the poles come out. And so you start with the tripod, you add each pole, and at each pole she would go around and tie that, and that rope signifies the umbilicus from your mother to you in utero, and you run that rope through and then fasten it back to the earth, establishing that connection with your home back to your grandmother, Mother Earth.
We're all about kind of empowerment and culture, not just focusing kind of, I guess, on the bad things about natives, and we also want to celebrate. So we're trying to do a lot of events like that this year. So this is really up our alley for the kind of stuff that Unite wants to be a part of. It's just a celebration of our people.
This has been really healing for our local Native community, for our local non-Native community, for the Otoe-Missourians. I think that more and more as we go along, we'll see more cities doing this kind of thing. There's really kind of a quiet movement taking place in America where cities like Lincoln are welcoming back the displaced peoples that once lived there. And if we can help heal that wound by bringing these people home and reconnecting them to these lands, I think that's a very, very positive thing.